Dear students, welcome to TrustDeepika YouTube channel. In this video, I am explaining about questions and answers of chapter number 10.4, that is U.N.O, United Nations Organization. If you are visiting to this channel first time, please subscribe our channel and click the bell button for get new notifications. Part 1, relating to 1 mark questions. Write or answer in a word or one sentence. Question number 17. Here I am using textbooks question numbers. When was Israel created for the Jews? So the answer is 1948. Israel was created in 1948. Question number 18. When was the U.N.O established? When was the U.N.O established? In 24th October 1945. So the answer is 24th October 1945. Question number 19. Which day is celebrated as UN Day? Answer is 24th October. 24th October. Question number 20. Where is the headquarters of U.N.O? Where is the headquarters of U.N.O? The headquarters of U.N.O is in New York of USA. So the answer is New York. Question number 21. How many member nations are there in the U.N.O at present? So around 193, according to your textbook, 193. Question number 22. Where is the International Court of Justice? Where is the International Court of Justice? The International Court of Justice is located in Hague of Netherlands. So the answer is Hague. Question number 23. Who is the present Secretary General of the U.N.O? Antonio Guterres is the present Secretary General of the U.N.O. Antonio Guterres. Question number 24. Expand the following or expand any one of the following. ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council. ILO, International Labour Organization. International Labour Organization. FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization. Food and Agricultural Organization. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. IMF, International Monetary Fund. WHO, World Health Organization. World Health Organization. WTO, World Trade Organization. So World Trade Organization. Part 2. Answer in 2 words or 2 sentences each. So 2 marks questions. Write in 2 words or 2 sentences. Question number 11. Write any 2 aims of the U.N.O. Write any 2 aims of the U.N.O. First one, to maintain international peace and security. To maintain international peace and security. To develop friendly relations among the nations. To develop friendly relations among the nations. To promote international fundamental human rights. To promote international fundamental human rights. Then the fourth one, to promote higher standard of living. To promote higher standard of living. Write any 2 among these. Question number 12. Name any 2 official languages of the U.N.O. English, Spanish, French, Chinese, Russian, and Arabic. Write any two among these. Question number 13. Mention the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. 5 permanent members of the Security Council. USA, United States of America, England, France, Russia, and China. Write any two among these. Question number 14. What is veto power? What is veto power? Veto is a special power given to the 5 permanent members to negate any resolution of the United Nations. Veto is a special power given to the 5 permanent members to negate any resolution of the United Nations. Part 3. Answer in 15 to 20 sentences. Answer in 15 to 20 sentences. So 5 mark questions. Question number 6. Write a note on the organs of U.N.O. Write a note on the organs of the U.N.O. Introduction. The United Nations Organization was established on 24th October 1945. The U.N.O. consists of 6 principal organs. They are, total 6 principal organs are there. They are General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, International Court of Justice, Secretariat. General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, International Court of Justice, and Secretariat. The first one, General Assembly. The General Assembly consists of representatives of all member nations. It is empowered to discuss any matter relating to the maintenance of international peace and security. Discuss any matter relating to the maintenance of international peace and security. The Assembly meets once a year in September. Second one, Security Council. It is the executive body. It consists of 15 members, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent members. The permanent members are USA, England, France, Russia, and China. The Security Council is responsible for the maintenance of international peace and security. The main responsibility of Security Council is maintenance of international peace and security. Third one, Economic and Social Council. Economic and Social Council. It consists of 54 members who are elected by the General Assembly. Its main function is to promote welfare around the world and to improve the economic, social, cultural, educational, health, and other related matters. So, promote welfare around the world is the main duty or works of ECOSOC. Fourth one, Trusteeship Council. It consists of 14 members. Its duty is to investigate the conditions of trust territories and to advise the General Assembly. In 1994, the Security Council decided formally to suspend its operation. So now Trusteeship Council is not in operation. So it is relating to trust territories of U.N.O. Fifth one, International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice. It is located at the Hague in Netherlands. It consists of 15 judges who are elected by the General Assembly. Its main function is to settle the international disputes. Sixth one, Secretariat. It is headed by the Secretary General. It carries on the day-to-day administration of the U.N.O. Day-to-day administration of the U.N.O. Its headquarters is in New York. The headquarters of U.N.O. is in New York. Part 4. Answer in 30 to 40 sentences. 10 marks question. Question number 3. According to your textbook, question number 3. Describe the political and non-political achievements of the U.N.O. Introduction. The United Nations Organization was established on 24th October 1945. Since its origin, the UN has carried out several successful programs and operations. The achievements of the UN are divided into two headings. They are political and non-political achievements. So, carried out several successful programs. It can be divided into political and non-political achievements. First one, political achievements. In the political field, the U.N.O. has notable achievements. The foremost achievement of the UN is that there has not been a global war and the use of nuclear weapons since 1945. There has not been a global war and the use of nuclear weapons since 1945. Let us see one by one. The Iranian crisis. The first issue that was solved by the U.N.O. was the case of Iran. The U.N.O. intervened and made the Russian troops to withdraw from Iran in 1946. The Berlin blockade. In September 1948, France, England, and USA complained to the Security Council about the blockade of Berlin by the USSR. Later, an agreement was reached due to the efforts of U.N.O. Then, the Arab-Israeli War. It was able to stop the fighting between the Israeli Jews and Arabs in Palestine in 1948. So, able to stop the fighting between the Israeli Jews and Arabs in Palestine during 1948. The U.N.O. ordered ceasefire in Kashmir in 1948. In 1947, a quarrel started in Indonesia between Holland and Indonesia. It was settled by the UN in 1948. The Indonesian crisis was settled by UN in 1948. The Korean crisis. In the Korean crisis, when war broke out between North and South Korea, the U.N.O. used armed forces to settle the dispute. The Suez Canal disputes and Vietnamese problems were also solved with the mediation of the U.N.O. It also put an end to the fighting between Iraq and Iran in 1989. So the Iran and Iraq fight was also solved in 1989. Then the Gulf War. Iraq occupied Kuwait in 1990. Immediately, the UN made Iraq vacate Kuwait in 1991. So, the Gulf War was cleared. U.N.O. has worked to maintain peace in the several countries of the world. It has carried out peacekeeping operations in Greece, Lebanon, Cyprus, Congo, Cambodia, Korea, Kosovo, etc. Through these United Nations peacekeeping forces, peacekeeping operations were done in Greece, Lebanon, Cyprus, Congo, Cambodia, Korea, Kosovo, etc. South Africa was following the apartheid policy. Ultimately, the apartheid regime of South Africa came to an end in 1991 due to the efforts of the U.N.O. Due to the efforts of U.N.O, apartheidism ends in South Africa. Non-political achievements. A notable achievement of the U.N.O was the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, in the General Assembly on 10th December 1948. U.N.O has done excellent work through its specialized agencies. The ILO, International Labour Organization, has made the member nations to improve the conditions of the laborers. FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization, has assisted the nations to increase the food production in farms, forests, fisheries, and increase nutrition level. IMF and IBRD, International Monetary Fund and International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, are giving funds for the economic development of different backward countries. UNESCO has done much work in many backward countries in the social, educational, economic, technological, and other fields. UNESCO has done much work in the field of social, educational, economic, technological, and other fields. Then the next one, the U.N.O helped the refugees of war, earthquake, tsunami, etc. It has arranged for food, shelter, and rehabilitation of war victims throughout the world. The U.N.O has preserved many cultural sites throughout the world. UNICEF is doing its best to eradicate hunger and malnutrition among the children. U.N.O or UNICEF is doing best to eradicate hunger and malnutrition among the children. WHO has tried to improve the condition of health of the people. It has carried out a continuous effort to eradicate diseases like malaria, cholera, smallpox, TB, leprosy, polio, etc. Some diseases have been completely eradicated. It has also aided children and other weaker social groups to meet their special needs. So, try to eradicate diseases like malaria, cholera, smallpox, TB, leprosy, polio, etc. Conclusion. In this way, the UN has carried out several successful programs and operations. The foremost achievement of the UN is that there has not been a global war and the use of nuclear weapons since 1945. There has not been a global war, means Third World War, and the use of nuclear weapons since 1945. Dear students, here I stop my explanations on questions and answers of chapter number 10.4, that is United Nations Organization. Thank you all.